Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. Welcome. So these are timeless. Whenever you feel drawn to watch the video, that's when you should watch it because it holds a message for you. And also keep an open mind, the readings are general, so take what resonates and disregard the rest. Be sure to watch all your placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. You can also cross-watch to get all the messages that may pertain to you. Information on private readings is always in the description box below. And as always, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much if you've been doing that already. You've got other weeklies on the channel you can check out. You have monthlies you can check out. Other timeless readings. You got loads of stuff to check out. Okay, this will be for Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the week ahead. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Aquarius in the week ahead. Okay, so we have the situation or your main focus, the challenge, and the potential outcome or advice. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This is meeting in the middle. I hear blending families. Negotiation, successful negotiation, compromise. It's also divine timing. You might be waiting for the right time for something, or you might be experiencing delays for some of you. I also feel like delays with travel might be possible, so just, give yourself some extra time. I also get a sense of something having to be done a certain way. There's no way around it. You can't bypass things. You can't skip steps. And that can cause some frustration. Let's see. What is the situation for Aquarius? Well, speaking of frustration, the Eight of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. Things moving very slowly. Also, having to stick to a plan. Having to do things one step at a time. You feel like your hands are tied. You feel stuck. You feel frustrated. You feel like things are moving too slowly. Okay? And it just causes tension and frustration. We'll see what this is about. It could be with getting something off the ground. If it's a relationship, if it's a business, if it's a job situation developing, right? You're not hearing back, or you have to go through some. I'm getting a specific message for someone. You have to go through this portal to apply, and it's the stupidest thing you've ever seen. And you have to click everything, or you have to click some things, untick other things, and it just is taking forever. And you're sitting there thinking, how is this helpful for anyone? Right? It's the type of application that just makes you want to just quit and be like, never mind, this isn't worth it, right? Okay, let's see what the challenge is. So we have the Strength and the Queen of Wands as the challenge. To persevere, to remember why you're doing this with the Queen of Wands. Okay, to remember why you're doing this, to persevere, to power through, to believe in yourself. Okay, it's also about taking control of your fears. Tempering your temper, okay, with the Temperance card and the Queen of Wands and the Strength card there as well. You might be dealing with the fire sign and they have a very different way of doing things. That could be what the situation is. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But yeah, I feel like this could be like the flip side where you need things to be done a certain way. You're the one pushing for things to be done a certain way, and one step at a time and one thing at a time. And you might be dealing with someone who just has a very gung-ho attitude to everything, like jump in and figure it out. And you're experiencing some difficulties keeping this person in line or keeping them on track. And the outcome, we have Judgment and the Empress, Major Arcana. Judgment and the Empress, having to make some sort of a judgment call. It does talk about breakthrough. It does talk about receiving recognition, reward, growth. So paying off, things paying off. Okay, so I feel like doing things this way, okay, whether you're the one who insists on having them done that way, or this is just the process you have to go through and it's frustrating because it's ridiculous. If you keep your temper in check and you just power through and you just do things the way they ask you to do things, right? Just stick to the plan, do what they're asking you to do. There is breakthrough there and success. Okay, so you getting the job, you getting the promotion, you getting this business off the ground, getting the good news, getting the approval, getting the green light. You might be dealing with government for some of you, and they have some very stupid rules, don't they? Sometimes it's like, that doesn't even apply, but they won't take it off the website. You have to do it. Do you know what I mean? Is that kind of an energy. It's very frustrating, but power through, stick to it, do what they tell you to do, and you will have a judgment go in your favor. You will have the approval, you will have the success, you will have the recognition, whatever this is that you're going for. Okay? And if you're dealing with someone who's very fickle and very impulsive and very, I feel this like, oh, you're so tiresome to deal with. But the message is the same with the Strength card. Power through, okay? It's a phase. This is temporary. Stick to the original plan, okay? Don't let your temper get the best of you. And you will have accomplishment, whatever that accomplishment is for you in that situation. Okay? I also see, like, because if that's the situation, you might be dealing with someone who's slightly immature. And the message here is they're going through some things, but they're learning. You're just going to have to be a little patient with them. You don't have to. If you don't want to be dealing with this person, you don't have to. But this is telling you, right, if you did want to deal with this person, if you did want to start a relationship with them, take a relationship to the next level, whatever, be aware that they're going through some things that are part of their growing up process. I don't care how old they are. And if you stick with it and you try to help them through it and you're patient with them, you might be, dealing with someone who's prone to temper tantrums. Again, I don't care how old they are. Kind of immature, kind of self-centered, likes attention. You know what I mean? Kind of cocky. A bit of a drama king or queen. But they're learning and they're growing. And if you're patient with them and you stick to the original plan, which, maybe you talked about moving in together, you talked about a future with them, right? You stick to that big picture with the Judgment card. They will evolve. They will grow up. Okay? You're going to see the results of that. If this something's been going on, because I can see it has been going on, this is the week where you have that breakthrough. This is the week where it's like they settle down. You wake up one day and they're just different. They're settled within themselves. They know themselves better. They want the same things you do now. They're ready to commit. They're ready to start that family. They're ready to move in. Take it as it resonates. So let's see. Let's get more information here for Aquarius. So 8 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, working together. Collaboration, team effort. Strength with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands as a challenge. Judgment, the Empress, and the outcome, yeah, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, victory, success, getting what you want, rising above, overcoming. Under Temperance, we have the Knight of Swords, a lot of back and forth, a lot of conflict, a lot of butting heads, 8 of Cups, temper tantrums, a bit of drama, breakup, makeup attitude. Lovers, but it's a significant connection. You do see a future with this person. You're committed to them. The Sun and Justice, Major Arcana, and the Tower, and the Star. Major Arcana is the King of Wands here. So yeah, if this is a romantic situation, you do view this person as the one for you. They have a bit of an ego. They have a bit of a temper. They have some growing up to do. Okay, things started off, they're kind of volatile is what I want to say with all these wands and the Tower. 1 step forward, 2 steps back attitude. Okay, you've been through it. It's been going on. Okay. Hot and cold attitude, temper tantrums, not talking, silent treatment, walking out, slamming doors, that kind of a situation. But you recognize, okay, this is my future. This is what I've chosen. This is what I've committed to. I do see a future with them. They just need to settle down. They just need to grow up. They just need to whatever. You've been working with them. You've been patient with them. Maybe there's a significant age difference here. Or, like I say, it's just different maturity levels. For some of you, you might have had to grow up by the time you were 10. You were already 55. You know what I mean? Metaphorically. And this someone who's just... Maybe they've led a sheltered life, privileged life. They haven't had to experience the types of experiences that make you grow up. You know what I mean? And this is the week where you see that turnaround. This is the week where you're like, yes, finally, okay, we're on the same page. They're not changing their mind. They're saying what I'm saying. They feel different. They're settled down, okay? And you're like, finally, it was worth it. It was freaking worth it, okay? If it's about contracts, where to live for some of you. You've been trying to relocate, maybe far away from where you are or to a different country, and it's all sorts of different level types of challenges, isn't it? Because they do things in such a different way than you do, or the country you're in, the culture you're part of does things, right? It's the same thing. You've been through it. You've been doing what they're asking you to do. You've been throwing money at it. You've been throwing your time at it. You've been throwing paperwork at it. You've been following the steps that it's been frustrating. Okay, you've questioned, should I just forget about this? This is the week where if you keep your temper in check with the Ace of Wands here, okay, keep your temper in check. This is not the time to make changes to the plan, okay, is what I see, and that's your challenge. This is not the time to walk away from the plan, give up on the plan, or make changes to the plan. This is the time to persevere despite all odds, despite what things look like, okay? You stick to the plan. Do things the way they're telling you to do things, okay? Whether it makes sense to you or not, whether it's frustrating to you or not. It is a challenge. That's why you have the strength there. It's a challenge. However, you will have that judgment in your favor. You will have the approval. You will have that green light. You will finally get that mortgage. You'll finally get that citizenship. You'll finally get that visa. You'll finally get that job or promotion, right? Or you'll finally be registered in terms of your own business. Okay, or reaching that goal that you set for your business all that time ago, whether it's a financial goal or it's to be part of some sort of an association that's recognized internationally, right? And they're very strict and they have stupid rules, but you've already put so much into it, and this is where you start to question it because you're very close to the finish line, okay? That's basically what this is. And Aquarius, if you can dig deep down and find an extra ounce of strength and patience, okay, this is the week where it turns around for you. Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay, so let's get Oracle energy and advice here for you. Oracle energy and advice for Aquarius and the week ahead. Because with all these majors, it was either part of a grown-up process for you as well, not just the person you were dealing with, because you've learned some new things about yourself in this process, haven't you? To do with your own level of strength and patience, at least. Or it was a case of too many people involved, or like I say, government, corporations, multiple governments, okay? And that's, you know how they do things, and then when you add a foreign government to the mix, it's just a whole nother level. You've been through it. You've had to learn. But again, you did it. You're doing it. Okay? This is not the time to change the plan. This is not the time. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Sun. Again. Success, victory. Yes, it's intense. But like I say, it's so intense because you're so close to the finish line. You're so close to that goal, Aquarius. Okay? That's what I want you to focus on. That's what I want you to draw from. So let's see in the situation. The Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. We have the Rose and Thorn, the Glass with intoxication, and the Hourglass with transience. You have been, one step forward, one step back. You're questioning. You're at a point where you're questioning. Am I deluding myself? Am I fooling myself? Okay? Am I missing some hints from the universe that I should just give up on this? That's what's going on with that Eight of Swords energy. No, it's not. No, you're not. You're not missing anything. You're not being foolish. Okay? You're not being naive. Okay? With the Rose and Thorn. This is the time to persevere. You're almost done. You're almost done. Okay? This is just another phase. Okay? And the challenge with Strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, we have the Lord, a card of privilege, the Garden, a card of control, and the Architect, a card of purpose. So either, like I say, you've been dealing with some sort of authority figure where there's just no leeway. You just have to do what they tell you, right? Or you have to do things the way they want you to do things, whether it's a government or a person or whatever. Or you've been dealing with someone who's very immature. Like I say, they've led a privileged life, and there's a sense of entitlement. There's a sense of wanting to control things. There's a sense of wanting to get things their way. And it's like a rite of passage, right? It's part of growing up. Okay, what's been going on. And then with Judgment, the Empress, and the Six of Wands, in the outcome we have the Tower, Solitude, the Lily, a card of transience. So you have both cards of transience here. And the Ship, Journey. Yeah, listen. You having to deal with authority figures, government, you having to conform to what the rules are, okay, whether they're making sense or not. That is what is now coming to an end, okay? You're free. You're going to be free from this. This is where you get to finally travel. This is where you get to finally move. This is just movement, progress in the process, okay? Leaving all this behind. This is done now. And you're moving on, moving forward, on to bigger and better, on to the goal you've set for yourself, right? You're getting there, and now you can just live that and focus on that, okay? So Aquarius, don't give up before the miracle happens. I know it's easier said than done. I can feel your frustration. I can feel everything. Take a deep breath. Remember why you're doing this, and just keep telling yourself you're almost there. That's why it's so intense. It's because you're almost there. This is not the time to change the plan. This is not the time to change the plan. Just do what the plan is. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Okay? This is the last week. Okay? For some of you, it's gonna like move into next week. Into the next week, the following week, right? Because it's a lot of major arcana energy, so that means it will hit differently for everyone and at slightly different times for everyone. But you're at 99%. Okay, when it comes to you reaching 100% of your goal. Okay, so I really hope this helps you. Let me know what this is about for you. But like I say, I hope this helps you. Okay, I hope it gives you confirmation and some motivation to keep pushing. Okay, because you're almost there, and you're gonna get this big win. You're finally gonna get there. Trust me. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.